3, 2, 1. Hey!
Hey!
We're live. We are live.
What does it tell you?
We're checking. So if anybody's on,
3 hours ago.
if anybody's on, no, that was me. Okay, it's okay. If anybody's on,
but stop. How do I do this?
You
How do I get out of that?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Somebody will. Hi there. Okay, good. So we've got some people that are on, and we just want to make sure we're in both groups. We're supposed to be in Paisley's Peeps and Building for Tomorrow. So if somebody from
just now.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay. Hey, everybody. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to read comments or not. I won't know who you are.
Hey, everybody.
Unless you have a BeLive account. So if you ask a question or anything like that, or make some cool statement, be sure to tell us who you are. Hang on, I'm gonna turn this off. Okay. So happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
What's a BeLive account?
BeLive is this third party like streaming company that I use, and that way I can have a guest on.
You have to have an account for them to.
They have to have an account for us to see their name. Yeah, they started that when all the sex trafficking and all that other stuff was going on. So
yeah.
Anyway, hey everybody, we're excited to see you. It is Tuesday. Guess what? First Tuesday of the month. And here we are. So the first thing we have to do is acknowledge February.
Thank you.
Why are you saying thank you?
Thank you for acknowledging February.
Oh, okay. Because you did so awesome.
Now what?
You did so awesome. So February was incredible. You guys, I'm going to just read off the top 5 sales volumes.
No, honey, don't read my name.
Don't you wish? That would be, I wish, because the commission on that alone is going to be amazing.
You're welcome.
Okay. So I'm going to read the top 5 because they are so incredibly just amazing. So the top sales volume, and this is just our team. Like I know Lori and Michelle, they have a whole nother leg. So this is just our leg that I'm aware of. Okay. So the top sales was $14,248.
Oh my God.
Right. The next one was $11,428. Krista Clay. Then we had Pinky with $10,344. Darina had $10,068. And Tasha had $9,073. And then, I mean, they were still high after that, like super, super high. But talk about an amazing month, you guys. That was incredible.
Wow.
Our total team did over 3.2 million in February. So, yeah, if anybody watched Tom's live today and they talked about setting records, I mean, y'all just keep banging it out and setting new records over and over again. So that is double from last February for our team too.
Wow.
So I know, right?
Yeah.
So awesome. And then there were.
Okay, but what do these people have in common?
They, that's a good question. No.
How are they consistent?
Like what?
How are their sales so high?
So are they all online? I know Katie and Krista and Pinky. I don't know about Darina, but I'm guessing, and I don't know about Tasha, but if any of you guys are on, we would love to know, is this all online sales? Like, are you doing all of the Facebook parties and all that kind of stuff? I'd love to know that. That's a really good question.
That many people to have that much in sales.
Well, I'm telling you right now, these ladies that do these Facebook lives and they have it all set up and they just do one after another. I mean, they're just killing it. Isn't that awesome?
Well, yeah.
Why you say, well, yeah?
Well, I'm just
you're always Mr. Cynical.
Okay, but
100% online. I'm going to guess that.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's tried and true.
Okay, then
so are you going to do it?
Well, no. But let's just tell people that, or right there, it shows them it can be done. So
yeah.
And people always had the excuse, well, I can't do that, and I don't know how to do that. You know, at work, I run across things I don't do or haven't done and didn't know how to do.
Right.
But I do it because I get paid for it.
Right.
I have to learn how to do it. Think of the money you could make right here getting paid to do something you don't know how to do and learn how to do it. And you can make that kind of money.
Right. Right.
Wow.
And I mean, and these numbers are like incredible.
Melanie,
Melanie,
that is crazy.
I know. Melanie just said, where is it? Hers is personal sales that she doesn't care to party. And I will attest, mine kind of varies, but mine is personal sales too. I do parties, but mine is personal sales too. And I mean, my goal is I want to shoot for $2,000 to $3,000 in a month. And, you know, typically I hit that goal and I think that's amazing. And then these numbers come up and I'm like, holy cow. But can't, never, could do anything. That's right, Bonnie. You're so right about that. But yeah, so if those are the kind of numbers that you want to shoot for, then definitely, and in fact, I'll make a post in the group about
just to personally do something out of your norm and see what happens.
Right. And I know a lot of people have tried the punch cup and the Facebook parties and all of that. And I think it's back to, like we talk about all the time with consistency and persistence. I think that it's back to that. You got to keep on trying and keep on giving it an effort.
Yes.
Right.
You got to keep putting it in front of people.
Right.
You got to keep, like you said, being consistent, putting it there.
Right.
Let people see it 4, 5, 8, 10 times, because one time it's gone.
Right.
But then they see it again and again and again. And it's like, you know what? I keep seeing this. I'm kind of interested in this now. What is that? Why do I keep seeing it?
Right.
What is pink zebra?
Right.
But you can show pink zebra to somebody this week and 2 weeks later, hey, have you ever heard of pink zebra? And they haven't. So you got to keep putting it in their face.
I went to Karen's today. She was doing her little open house thing and she told me, bring your stuff over. And I took my stuff over and there was a lady there that I have met her and seen her so many times before. And all of a sudden today, she was interested, like she wanted to know all about it. And I'm like,
exactly.
Okay, where have you been?
We don't know what kind
great.
of days she's had. And
well,
also
and what they're paying attention to.
Friendly and wanted to get to know what you're doing.
Yeah. But again, I'm going to go back to, I love the fact that with this business, we can work it however we want to.
But you have to
be consistent.
Right. Be consistent.
You're so right.
I mean,
I have the words consistent, patient, and consistent and persistence written in my notes a couple of times tonight for just topics that we're going to talk about.
Yes.
This whole direct sales is all about having the stick to itness and being.
It's like a job.
It is a job.
There's days at work I have a good day, and there's days at work I have bad days. But all in all, I still get up and go do it. I have to go and do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And whatever your motivation is, find it.
Right. Yes. Bonnie said that's a lot of sales regardless. You're absolutely 100% right. Anytime especially when we do any kind of sales, it's a constant talking about it and introducing it to people and getting it in front of people. But the bottom line is these numbers, I guarantee you, I didn't even think about it until just now, but I should have pulled a report from like last year or even 2 years ago. I can remember when $1,000 a month was huge.
Yes.
And I mean, 14,000, 10,000, 11,000.
You figure if the average order was $100, that's 140 orders.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. So if that's something you want to shoot for, it is definitely doable. Obviously it is definitely doable. Yes. I think it's amazing.
And those of you that hate getting up and going to work.
Yeah. Right. Right.
You can be your own boss and sit at home and do this full time. Yeah,
absolutely. We're going to talk about that too in a little bit because my glasses are off. We were talking yesterday and I was telling him, I said, tomorrow night we have our live and he said, because usually when he calls me during the day, he can tell when I'm busy because I'm very short with him, which is most of the time.
Most of the time. Yeah.
But I stay engaged all the time. But he said to me, I don't even know what you do. So I thought, and he said, your team doesn't even know what you do.
Because I call all the time. Honey, I forgot to take something out of the freezer. Could you run downstairs and take something out of the freezer? She goes, honey, I'm busy right now. And I'm like,
I do eventually
it's
get
downstairs.
I know, but if I stop.
How much time can that take?
But
She's like, I'm in the middle of something. I can't do it right now.
But you know what? And okay, I'm going to just jump right into this. The reason I do that is because I know that you get off work at 3:30.
It's downstairs.
I know, but hang on. If I stay focused and I only answer it because it's you. I mean, everybody knows, like, just tell me you need to chat and we'll schedule a time, or I'll call you as soon as I'm finished doing whatever it is I'm focused on at the moment. But because I do stay focused, I'm able to stop working, except for just messaging people. But I kind of stop working when you get home. And that's because I have built up this system of, from this time to this time, I stay focused and get done what I got to get done, or go out and see the customers I got to see, or I just build it all in. But that's the beauty of this business, is we get to do with it what we want. It's that what do you call it? That freedom to work it how you want to work it. And I mean, I don't have to work much on the weekends, except for just on Messenger and phone calls every now and then, right? So we can go to your dearlies. I mean, it's all that stuff. If you're consistent and you're persistent about it, you can eventually figure it out and work the hours that you want to work.
Yes.
We can always leave our desk. Well, I know I could leave my desk, but seriously, if I leave my desk, I don't think I'm ADHD or whatever, ADD, but I do know that when I'm the kind of person that when I go downstairs to take something out of the freezer, I will walk past something on the staircase and think, oh, let me grab this. Yep. And I'll put it away. Oh, God. As soon as I get down there. And then I get down there and I go, oh, the dishes. I need to go ahead and empty the dishwasher. So let me empty the dishwasher. I'm that person. Right. Like, I cannot. Right. So that's why I have to be so focused.
Yeah, because when we get ready to leave to go somewhere, I'm like, what are we doing? She goes, well, I'm going to do this real quick. I'm like, I thought we were leaving.
And at nighttime, like when it's time to go to bed, I'm that person. I go and start, like, I end up making a whole entire thing around the whole house. Yeah. And the next thing you know, I'm carrying a bunch of stuff up the stairs, and it's like, what are you doing?
I know. It's like, well, I'm bed. Oh, I'm going to grab this. And then it's later. It's like,
Renee says the same with her. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, it is. It's so bad, but I just know how I am. And so that's why I will eventually go take it out of the freezer, but I don't get up from my desk. I stay focused on what I'm working on, because otherwise it will be forever before I get back to it. What?
Texas has lifted their mask.
I knew you were going to bring that up. Don't bring that up.
I can't bring that up?
No, but some people are not happy about that at all.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I just don't want to start that conversation.
No, we're not starting that conversation, but Texas.
They did lift the ban, and all businesses can get back to functioning as normal, which is great for the business owners. I mean, absolutely. I thought it was hot in here.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that last year, sitting around, not being able to do anything for the whole year was horrible.
Hard. That was hard. And everybody knows, because everybody's in the same boat, but not everybody is in the same boat with.
Not everybody agrees with no mask.
But anyway.
It's a lot of places are still making you wear the mask, but it's not mandatory.
Right. But either way, some places have lifted, and we can get out and do things again. Of course, I was kind of getting out and doing them anyway, but y'all need to read the book Waffles and Spaghetti. It's the difference between men and women and how they relate. I'm sure it's very good. It's kind of like probably of course, I'm going to date myself, but there was a book once called, what was it? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, or something like that. And but we definitely, we get it. And so luckily we can kind of, and he doesn't get mad that I don't get off the phone with him. He knows that's how I am, and he respects that. It used to upset you, but now you just know that's how I am. And then it's all going to be fine, because I am going to be done when he gets home. Okay. So, okay. Everybody.
And we eat a lot of frozen pizza because we have nothing thawed out.
When was the last time you had a frozen pizza? Seriously?
We used to eat a lot of frozen pizza.
We used to eat
a lot. Now we just eat a salad.
What did you hide, Beth? Beth is coming. Well, am I allowed to say that? Beth's director's visit is this weekend. So exciting.
Yep.
Anyway, I fixed you turkey burgers tonight.
Turkey burgers, baby. Yes. Who eats turkey burgers?
But he's lost 20 pounds, y'all.
Turkey burger. Woo! I told the guy,
hey, Pinky.
He goes, there's no way in hell I'll eat a turkey burger. I said, they're not bad.
No, they're good.
They're actually pretty good.
Sylvia, he does not eat frozen pizza, I promise.
We used to live on frozen pizza.
No, we did.
Used to.
He
Tombstones
just
are
likes
pretty
to-
good.
once a week.
DiGiorno's aren't bad.
God. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. Focus for March. We all know it is heroes, the nurses and other healthcare workers. So 50,000 is our goal to get $15 for every $500 party. They did explain that today. It's not just Glen
is our
Bash.
donation go?
Yes.
Okay.
They're still going to donate, but if in order for the 10 consultants to get double commission, because 10 consultants are going to get double commission.
Ooh.
If we hit the 50,000.
How do you get that?
If you have a $500 plus party.
You get double commission?
No.
Explain
They're going to do
portion.
a drawing. They're going to do a drawing of 10 people.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Double commission. Like the whole commission?
No. Your personal sales volume.
Oh.
He's getting all excited. Hey, Teresa.
Thinking,
Oh, my gosh. Hi, Teresa. I wish we could see your pretty face. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so anyway, that's going to be a big thing. The simmer pots are so cute. That little nurse, have you even seen it? The little nurse simmer pot?
Yep.
You saw it. It's really cute. Really cute.
Yes, it is.
I like it because it looks like the Friends.
Oh, it does, don't it?
Yeah.
It sure does.
Super cute. And I guess the Easter bundle that came out today is already sold out, from what I understand, unless it just needs to be reset.
Okay, what was that?
Heard.
That was
it was a wall
plug-in?
hug. It was a wall hug.
A plug-in.
No, it's a wall hug. That's another brand.
I know. A wall hug.
It's a wall hug.
I seen
Learn your stuff.
What was the Easter egg things on it? Was that a cover?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Somebody said hello. I don't know who that is. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So anyway, so that's really cool. And then wait, what? Oh yeah. So I made a note to myself. So I actually was kind of thinking about different nurses that I know of that maybe aren't familiar with Pink Zebra, like my cousin. And so I'm going to send a couple just as gifts. And that way I'm also introducing them to Pink Zebra. She lives in Oklahoma. So I've just not ever been able to give her anything. So I'm going to send her one of those nurses things I thought was a gift. But anyway, yeah, great idea for a gift.
Yep.
The last update, Paisley said it was sold out. Okay. Bummer. But that's okay. I mean, that's great. It sold out quickly and hopefully we'll have some more stuff. I love Easter stuff. So what? You're on fire tonight.
That just made me think of all of the haters. Can I call them that?
What?
The people that are complaining about how it's out of stock.
No, we're not. We don't have that anymore. Nobody does that anymore.
Okay,
they're not
good.
haters.
Well, I mean, I don't know what.
They wanted it, and
well, then they get
gone.
mad and they talk bad about things.
Yeah.
So
we don't do
let's
that
not
anymore.
do that.
Right. We don't do that anymore.
It's a new time.
That's right. And we have great catalog and lots of stuff, and stuff is going to sell out. There's no doubt, but it's okay. We have figured out how to work around it.
The problem is they got us order enough to sell.
They did.
They don't have shelf space to put 10,000 items on the shelf in their warehouse.
Right.
So when they make something, they got to make sure it'll sell, and they don't have to shelf space it.
That's right.
So
Catrice says she did a giveaway with the last one, and everyone tag a nurse. I am going to do that too. I love that idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Perfect idea. Perfect. So the other.
What the hell?
Goodness. You need to stop. Watch your language. It is the best selling catalog by far. It has been amazing.
Blake Shelton.
What?
It was video.
What? It did that for, oh my goodness. You're such a mess. Okay. Back to let's focus, right? So we only have an allotted amount of time.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Y'all focus.
So the other thing that was happening in February is we had promotions. We had people that earned the incentive trip. We had people that hit Pink Sapphire. I mean, just amazing stuff was happening in February.
Yep.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
It really was.
You almost said a bad word.
No.
So, but I did get several messages over the last week, especially, 2 weeks, about promoting, and just people having the basic questions about promoting and what was important. And I know, thank goodness for Duane always making everybody laugh because I'm just over here trying to get a message across.
People are laughing?
Well, because you're funny.
I'm trying to be informative.
Okay. Let me be the informative one, honey. I love you. But anyway, so a lot of people were messaging. And one of the things that I realized, and some of you on here that have been with Pink Zebra for a while, I think we tend to forget some of the very basic things that not everybody knows. And so we need to kind of make sure that we're always going back and sharing that stuff with our team members. Some of the things just being as simple as, for example, when somebody's trying to get to manager and they have, they're wanting to know, okay, well, I've got, the 2 ECs and I've got 2 actives, but they're, they don't need to all be on my front line, do they? And it's that kind of thing. Like the 2 ECs and the other 2 actives have to be on the front line. It's those basic things that we got to make sure that we're sharing with our teams so that they don't set themselves up for failure. Most everybody watches to see where everybody's at on their team. Everybody's really good at that. But
It's
I know
gotta
as
be hard.
as our teams get bigger, I struggle. So I have to have people tell me,
Yeah.
this is what I'm working on. And then I can go look at their tree view and let them know what they need or what they don't. So, yeah, we forget that they don't know. That's exactly right. So it's just real important that we just kind of circle back. Ooh, I don't want to say that. That we step back. Don't. That we step back. Sorry. That we step back and talk about the stuff that, shut up, you're going to make me lose it. That we talk about the stuff that we learned early on that we tend to just kind of take for granted. Another thing is e-wallet. I know Canada doesn't have e-wallet yet, and I'm sorry about that. But for anybody that does, to use your e-wallet, I actually have a little bit of money taken out of my paycheck every month that goes straight into my e-wallet so that I can use for when I want to send a nurse gift or something to my cousin, so that it's not actually, it's still costing me money, but it's money that I set aside to spend on business.
Whoa.
What?
We can make more money?
Oh, stop.
Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not
That's
telling
what it
you
sounds
anything.
like.
I'm not
You're holding out on me.
I'm not telling you anything. No, because otherwise I would be spending the money anyway. No.
But on other stuff.
No, stop. Okay.
Yes.
We need to look over mine when I get home. Who's
We
saying
sure
that?
do.
I don't know who said that, but yes.
Yes.
I agree with that. Okay, so some of the other things was when you're building a team, that volume is so important. When you have team members that are really free entertainment, yeah, exactly. When you have team members that are really selling and working their business, the volume is going to maintain itself as everybody grows. When you have, there have been, and I don't think this happens as much anymore, hopefully, but there have been times when people, because they want a promotion so bad, they throw money at it. And then after the promotion happens, it's like, the volume suddenly drops and it's like, oh my gosh, and now the volume's not quite there. And so you want to be really careful with that you're, setting yourself up for success and making sure that your team members know the different ways that they can sell and that they're actually getting out there and selling so that the volume is real and that it maintains and stays after promotions happen. So I hope that makes sense. Did that make a little bit of sense? Were you kind of still listening?
Why do we need to maintain the volume?
To continue getting paid.
Continue getting paid as that title.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. You're absolutely right, though. You want to build a strong foundation, 100%. Yeah, because if you don't, then it just starts to fall apart, and then you're not getting your paid as. And I will say
that discourages you and puts you in a bad headspace.
Yes,
and
all of those things.
It ruins your momentum.
Yes. Now I'm going to say too, because I'm just being real here, but there are a lot of times, especially I think.
Thank you so much for being real.
Because I'm not always.
No, you said it, not me. You said I'm just going to be real here.
Oh my God, you are really a mess tonight.
We're going to be real here.
I just am going to say something that typically isn't in a positive light.
All right,
so anyway, there are many times, and several people, including myself, know that you can hit certain levels like manager and senior manager, for example. And because for manager, it just takes 2 ECs to promote, keeping those 2 ECs excited is not always possible. And so they may fizzle out. And then you're suddenly like without the 2 ECs, and you need those 2 ECs to continue getting paid as. So, I mean, I build ECs and, work on the volume. And so that when you do hit those levels, hopefully you won't ever have a situation where you're not paid as. I wished I'd learned that early on, because I would have trained on that a long time ago. But unfortunately, it takes a while to figure it all out. And anyway, but yeah, definitely make sure you're building you some ECs and getting the volume going before you worry about a big promotion. So anyway, that's just, like I said, it's not really great news, but it is the truth. And I want you guys to build successful and, like Sylvia said, strong foundations. And so I'd much rather see that happen and it take a little bit of time and you get there and you stay there, because then your momentum can continue. And then, you just keep on building, and people continue to promote. And every time people promote, it kind of pushes you up the ladder too. So,
Yep.
Another thing is making sure that, if you're wanting to promote or you're looking to promote, is to make sure that you're setting an example for your team. You want to make sure, because, I never used to believe it. Everybody remembers Colby. Well, he used to always say, people are watching you and they're going to do what you do. And I'd think, well, no, they're not. Because if they were doing what I do, they'd be, all hustling, not just a big handful, but everybody. And he's like, no, trust me, they're watching. And so I noticed that when, y'all know, I have a separate group that's, that I do beat the executive director. And so I put my personal sales out there, and I do that so that everybody sees that I'm not just trying to encourage you to work your business, but I'm working mine too. In fact, I work mine every day. So it's important to set that example as a leader, and, just making sure that you're encouraging and that you're sharing what you do, and maybe offering challenges once in a while. And I mean, I don't even have, like, I have a group for just my personally sponsored, and I don't even offer gifts in there, but I do post every week kind of what everybody's doing and congratulations and all that kind of stuff. And they get excited about that. Like, it doesn't have to always be about gifts. So I know we all like
just
gifts,
seeing their name,
but yeah, just seeing their name and feeling good about themselves, and the recognition, that's so important. So even if you don't have it in your budget right now to do gifts for your team, that's okay. Just recognize them and, let them know that you see what they're doing, and that, you're excited and proud of them and all that kind of stuff. So, let's see, what else did I have? Oh, talking to your team. So another person that I had talked to, we were talking about who wanted to do this and that. And I said, well, who on your team is wanting to grow their business? And she wasn't really sure. So I said, well, that kind of needs to be the first thing that you do, is reach out to these team members and find out who wants to work the business. Because not everybody is going to want to. There's a lot of people. I have a lot of people actually that I've personally sponsored that do this strictly as a hobby. They do a really good job as a hobby. I have to say, they do a really good job, but it's not a business interest to them. And so you don't want to be counting on somebody that you think they're going to do really good, and then later find out they weren't interested in promoting or anything like that. They're just in it for their personal sales and for enjoying it. It's a great business. This is like the best business. Seriously,
it is.
It's such the best. I say it all the time, but it is just incredible.
I mean, when we first started, we were questionable about direct sales, but now that we're in it,
yeah,
it's so awesome.
Right. Pay attention, Bonnie. Really awesome. Bonnie, exactly. Bonnie said, pay attention to signs in the office. Bonnie saw a sign that said, what did it say? It was on one of our simmer pots when she was in there, and she saw a sign and said, you need to see this, and showed them the simmer pot that had the same thing. And of course there was a sale right away.
Yeah.
So yeah, watch for signs. Yeah, that was a pretty cool thing. So, but yeah, talk to your team, find out what's important to them, find out what it is they want. And, and then also be sure that you're always encouraging interaction, and that you encourage them to get on the lives and the trainings, and,
and become part of this family.
Right.
This is amazing.
Right.
I've done things in the last 10 years that I never thought I would ever do.
Mm-hmm. You're so right.
100%. The places I've been, the people I know now, the people I've met, got friends across the United States.
In Canada.
I mean, I have a boat, upgraded my deer lease. I have a few toys.
Yeah, he's got, yeah.
I mean,
you've benefited.
I've done very well from her.
But anyway, yeah, it is, there's so many benefits from it. And we all know that. We just have to make sure we're sharing that with other people. Mean, yeah.
Even going to reunions is like a little mini vacation.
The friends we made.
To get away and go see people that, you only see maybe once a year, but you know them through Pink Zebra, and we're friends, and we talk and we hug, and I mean, it's awesome.
Right. Yep.
It is really awesome.
It is awesome.
Beth's coming to town.
Yeah, Beth's coming to town.
Yep.
That's going to be fun.
Yep.
What else was I? Oh, trainings. So every now and then I am like I'll be at a loss of something, and like, for example, recruiting, I really want to step up my recruiting, and I wanted to see outside. I know we've got the box now, which is awesome, by the way. I have already sent out several, but we've also got some training coming. I'm excited about that. But in the meantime, I was just Googling recruiting for direct sales or sponsoring for direct sales. Just Google it and you get different ideas. Not all of them are going to work, but there's some great ideas out there. Justin Prince just did his training. In fact, I wrote down one of the things that he talked about that I'll share. It was just a tip that I could share at the end. But there's so many trainings out there, and there's so many that are free that you don't have to even pay for. But then just staying connected in the company trainings as well, and then the lives and all that kind of stuff, so that you feel connected. Because the worst thing in the world is when you suddenly aren't connected anymore, or you've taken a period of time off. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
And then you want to re-engage, but you just don't feel like you're part of it anymore. It's kind of a weird.
But you don't know how important you are to your people until you disappear.
Yeah.
And then you come back, and there's like, what happened?
Right.
What happened? What's going on here?
Right.
Why did everything just start declining?
Right.
You got to stay engaged and be motivational.
Yeah.
I mean, for whatever reason, just they want to see your face.
Yeah.
If nothing else, hey, I'm here.
Right.
Something.
Right. I love the bags and the opportunity boxes too. I love them all. So maybe for your team, have some sales goals or recruiting goals. And, I love the fact that we now are doing consistently a focus every single month for the company, because it gives us all a common goal to strive for. And I mean, I think that's fantastic. So, but you can also do other little goals. Like on the first of the month, we have done the, who's going to crack the egg on the very first day, like who's putting in the first sales to change that zero to a dollar sign. And, there's little things like that. There's all kinds of little challenges that we can do just to keep people interacting and engaged, and, just constantly.
Goya.
You
have to do it.
That's right.
You just have to do it.
That's right. There's been some people that repeat that to me all the time, ever since you started saying that.
You got to do it. I mean, people want part-time jobs. This is a perfect part-time job that could lead to good money and full-time job.
Yeah.
You just got to work it like a job. It's the job.
And, I mean, people don't like, I am a little bit over the top, I think, with how much I do try to work it, but it's also because I'm always trying to learn new things to, help with the team, or, I don't know. I'm just always trying to learn new stuff too. So, you don't have to put in the time every single day like that. The key is just making sure that you are consistent. So if it's a couple of days a week that you have to put towards your business, that you take those couple of days a week and do put it towards your business. And when I say that, it's not just putting it towards your business, but it's actually focusing on revenue generating items, like how to actually sell. So anyway, but yeah, be consistent, be persistent, and have patience. This is
stick with it.
Annette is a Goya girl. Yes, she is.
Goya.
Yeah, stick with it. I mean, there's so many times,
Let it happen.
I don't see this happen as much anymore, but back in the beginning, I remember people would start and then they would just kind of like, they do really, really good. And then they would just fizzle out. Yeah. And it's like, what's happening? I don't understand that.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It does. I don't think it happens quite as much anymore, but it did happen a lot. Yeah. It still happens every now and then because life happens and sometimes we get off track. But if you can keep that toe in the water at least and stay connected and keep, staying plugged in with your team so that you don't completely lose sight of everything that's happening there. Because it does feel awkward to people. I mean, I've known several, like I said, that kind of disappeared and then they try to get reconnected and they want it so bad, but they just struggle with getting reconnected. And it's like, they feel like they're having to start all over again from scratch. And so, yeah, don't quit. Teresa says, don't quit because you'll be back to where you started from. Yeah. So stick with it and just be patient and know that direct sales takes time. But I don't know any job. Okay, working in the corporate world, I made a set salary. I was lucky if I got a 4% increase year after year. Typically I didn't. I think I went about 7 years without any increase whatsoever. Mm-hmm. In direct sales, it's like we want it so fast, but it doesn't happen that way, but it does build. It builds and builds and builds. And if you just keep
it doesn't stop.
Right.
Okay, well here, that's it. You stop right here. No, you can keep going.
And you'll get more than a 4% increase year over year if you're doing that. I promise.
Yes.
I promise. So anyway. And then one other thing about just promotions is remind everybody about those maps. I don't know about you guys, but when somebody asks me now to help walk them through what they need to do, I literally write it out. And then I go and I highlight, like I write the map out and then I highlight, okay, you need one active here. And then you need this EC to sell $400 this month. It's like you can highlight the areas that you need and easily go back. And then as soon as you fill that blank in, you're like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm making progress. And I just think those maps are awesome. So I highly recommend still using them. I don't even know if they're in the back office. I haven't seen in a while. I actually have gotten to where now, because I know the thing, I just write it out on a piece of paper. But if they're not back there, I'm sure I have blank copies somewhere and I'd be happy to send them to somebody if they're not in the back office, because I think they're crucial in helping you really see where you're going and feel the progress as you make it, if that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, that was all I had on that. Okay, so it's 6:37. I'll just talk really fast about this. So Duane was asking me what it is that I do. You guys know that I'm totally into theme days, and the theme days, the reason I'm totally into them is because it does allow me
to do that.
100%.
Theme days?
If you think about it, Mondays, you can always find me at my desk on Mondays. Unless I have an event to go to, I am at my desk because I'm working on what I'm going to use for motivation. I'm working on some marketing ideas that I could put into place for the week. That's my day to sit down and do all of that stuff. And that is why, okay, maybe they're not theme days, but I have specific days that I do certain things. And while I'm doing that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to send Susie a thank you note. I will make a note for Wednesday, send Susie thank you, because Wednesday's the day I'm going to do that.
Huh.
Seriously, that's how I stay so organized.
So you can't write Susie's note Monday.
No, unless
it has to be written.
Unless Wednesday. I just have no. But if I have extra time, I will. But if I am focused like I typically am, that's what I do. And I'm serious. Like you can look at my thing for tomorrow, and I have a list of all the people that I need to follow up with on my phone. It's pretty funny. I have some written in my calendar too, but I have it all written on my phone. Because I'll be thinking about something, or right before I go to bed, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do this. And I put it on the day that it belongs so that I can forget about it and move on. So
awesome.
Yeah. You have to plan dinners for Duane. I know, right? Poor Duane. So anyway, but they do help me. Like I said, I can sit there on Monday and know that I've got a time block that I'm going to spend thinking about what I'm going to talk about on my blog for the week, what my Sense Saturday is going to be, what I'm going to post for the week. All of that is what I do on Mondays. That's how I sit down and start my week. And I always start it off with, my motivation too. I'll read some Brendan Burchard and, pick up pieces that I want to carry with me through the day and through the week. So anyway, that's what I do. And then I have days that I focus on my sales almost every day, but I have days that I do one-on-ones with team members. I have days that I do my networking groups. I have days that, like I said, my follow-ups. I have days that I do my deliveries. That way, when somebody has ordered something and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to be in your area because I know, and then I put them all in on the same day and I could spend a half a day making deliveries. What?
Okay, your networking groups.
Yes.
That is a big part of your sales, right?
It is a part of my sales. It is a part of my sales. Yes. It's how I've met new people constantly. And it's how I continue to meet new people. Yes. Thank you, Karen. Karen said that's smart and disciplined of me. I have to be that way because otherwise I'll go nuts. Is there a video I can go back and check out? Yes. I actually have written a blog that is all about my theme days and how I do it. So, and then I know there's other people out there that do theme days too, but I'm happy to share that with you if you just want to read it and kind of get an idea. So yes, I have a planner. Here's my planner. Oh yeah. It's an Erin Condren. I love my planner. And I have all my appointments marked out, and I have my, I am very disciplined when it comes to that kind of stuff. And I still I make time for me in those times too, because like if I'm going to get a facial or if I'm going to get my hair done, I block off that time, obviously, because it's an appointment. And then I just figure out how to work around it. It works out really well. So anyway, but you had asked what I do. And I just thought, well, that's interesting because people probably don't know. I work on myself a lot. In this business, I feel like we kind of have to stay motivated and to avoid the negative that can get in. So I do work on myself a lot. I do trainings. I listen to podcasts. I try to do those first thing in the morning because it's hard for me to stop and focus later in the day. And plus my mindset is already there first thing in the morning. I think on the last month, I was telling you guys, I finally got back to my do not disturb because in January, I was a hot mess. So I feel so much better now that I've pretty much gotten back into a routine. Who is that? I have a planner and I'm trying to figure out how to get started with planning. Ashley, I'm happy. That's like, I love talking about that. So if you ever want to talk about that, I'm happy to talk about that. So anyway, but yeah, work on yourself, work on relationships.
I have a question.
Yes.
I mean, not really a question, but you're likable because you're so happy and always cheerful.
Oh, thanks.
And so but I'm just saying, because people that are miserable and don't have good things to say or negative, they're not good salespeople.
Well,
happy people, cheerful people, complimentary people.
Yeah.
I mean, when I go to a store and someone's being kind of,
oh yeah,
I'm like, oh well, never mind. I'll just go over here. But if someone is taking their time to talk to me and be nice to me and show me something, I'm buying it. I don't even need it.
Y'all,
but I'm gonna buy it.
I gotta tell you. So I am the worst at that.
You are the worst at that. You're worse than me.
I am. So
I will buy something.
I will walk into a store, and if those people make like boutiques, I don't go into big stores hardly anymore, but I'll walk into a boutique, and if they make me feel like I'm like already part of the family, I will buy something just because. Exactly. But think about that. And there's times like with my networking group, even. In fact, last week I had so much going on and I just wasn't in the right mindset to go. I literally sat in my truck for a few minutes and just kind of talked to myself. And like, I kept practicing smiling and I was like breathing. And cause I'm like, I don't want to do this. I just wanted to go back home. I had so much to do. And as I'm walking into the restaurant, I'm like, getting my energy going, you got to I've done that at rallies too, where I'm feeling kind of tired and sluggish and we were up late because we were setting up, or this was back when we were able to do them all. And I will literally start jumping up and down, like just to get my energy level going so that I can smile and be happy. So do whatever it takes. Yes. Because people are attracted to
like these calls, and she'll ask me, you ready? And I'm like, no. And I come up here and I may not even say a word. And I'm like, where does she click that switch at? I mean, next thing you know, she's happy and excited and talking and doing all this. And I'm like, where did that come from?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, because sometimes it's hard to get in that mode. But once I'm talking about Pink Zebra, typically it does that.
Just get in the right mindset.
Yeah.
When you're going to do this.
Yeah, I mean,
don't be mad, miserable, and had a horrible day, and then you're going to try to sell something to somebody because it's not going to happen.
Yeah. And honestly, y'all, I don't sell anything. I mean, we all sell, but it's just about making relationships. And there are a few people, I'm going to be just, again, real here. There's a few people in my networking group that I wouldn't buy from just because they have these attitudes. And I'm like, I mean, yes. I'm not that. I'm just not. Like, right. And that, you don't want to be that person.
No.
So.
No. So always smile.
Personality. I don't know, Karen. I can be kind of grumpy, but no, yeah. Well, when you're trying to develop relationships with people, be interested in what they are and who they are, and ask them. In fact, the lady today that I was talking to that didn't know, like, she had heard of Pink Zebra and she'd met me a few times. That she wanted to talk. All of a sudden, we started talking. She used to be a conference planning manager at the Hyatt in Houston, and at the Houstonian. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So then we started talking so we got to know each other really well, and then we exchanged information because we wanted to stay in touch. So it's all about getting to know people and developing the relationship, which we always say, but
yep.
I'm not a great multitasker. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing great, and then life happens and I get squirreled. Need to figure out how to stay focused. Girl, I can help you do that if you just, follow what I tell you. I can totally help you do that.
Okay, never mind.
What?
Nothing.
No, what?
Well, I was going to just say, like, me and my diet, you told me to make a New Year's resolution, and I said I can't do that because they're always meant to be. Well, you told me to do it. Well, no, because you told me to January 1st. I was like, no, I can't start January 1st because those are New Year's resolutions, and they never last.
Right.
You got to be ready in here. You got to be set and ready to do it here. You can't say I'm going to do it Monday. Then Monday comes and you're like, oh,
yeah, that's the worst thing. Oh my God, y'all! I learned the hard way.
Got to be ready here. You got to get this mind right and focused. And it could be Tuesday or Friday or 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
It has to be ready here.
That is such a great
start
point.
Anything with a date. Mm-mm. You got to start it right here.
And honestly, how many times, I mean, I want to see hands because I know I've done it. How many times were you working on something and thought, that's a really good idea. I'm going to do that Monday.
Tomorrow is the worst day of the week. Tomorrow is the worst. Because you always put stuff off till tomorrow.
Right.
Well, I'll do that tomorrow.
Right.
What's tomorrow?
Today.
Worst day of the week.
That's
Tomorrow's the worst day of the week.
If it's on your mind right now and it's not dark 30 yet, do it.
Don't wait till tomorrow.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
I love it. Al has his hand up. Oh, yay, Al. No, but you got to switch that up, right? Okay. We're going to switch that up.
Oh, wow. What's up, Al?
Okay. So what else? Okay. We got some hands up. There we go. People being honest.
Yep.
That's right. Be the change. I love it. Yeah, I mean, it's the worst. I used to say that in fact, when I was always trying to lose weight, I'd always say, I'm going to start Monday. I'm going to start Monday.
We will go out to eat over the weekend.
Not
and
anymore.
Gorge.
Not anymore.
Because she goes, well, I'm going to start my diet Monday. Well, so we're going to put on extra 10 pounds to start off with? What is that?
I don't do that anymore.
I know, but we used to.
I know.
I'm going to start my diet Monday.
Right.
I can eat this today.
Right. That's right. No, don't do it. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Plus,
But when you're ready, the now is when you're ready.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Al's smiling. Okay, so here's one of a little motivation. I'm going to read to you guys. I'm going to read to y'all from my little motivation manifesto. Anybody? Yes, Summer said, start today. Quit making excuses. Absolutely. So, anybody read this book? I talk about this book all the time. I know you guys get sick of hearing it. If I get an idea, I do it right away. That's when I'm the most excited. Yes, exactly. Plus, how many times do you have a great idea and because you don't do it, you kind of forget about details of it? Like that happens. So just do it. Anyway, this is such a great book. And I literally will pick this up sometimes when I'm struggling or having a rough day and I can read something out of this and it just kind of puts things back into perspective. I will post the title. Yes, I will do that. So anyway, this is Brendan Burchard, and he's amazing. He says, choose an ambition and with full force, Expect that it is possible and that you can make it happen. Give constant attention and committed effort to your dreams, and your motivation will perpetuate itself. Demonstrate a positive attitude as you strive for great things, and take care to create a supportive environment around you that amplifies your motivation. I just love that. I love that for so many reasons, because he also talks about the supportive environment, and that's what we have. And I love that. Like, yes. I know I can reach out to anybody if I just need, like, I need to know if this is a good idea, or, you know, whatever it is, there's people that I can reach out to. And hopefully you guys feel the same way, and you're always welcome to reach out to me. Okay. Ashley's going to reach out to me later tonight after I get the kids to bed. Okay. And my phone goes on do not disturb though at 8:30. So if we can't do it tonight, let's message each other and we'll find a date and a time, and we'll get that done for sure, because I want to connect with you on that. But I do try to reserve my evenings, which is the beautiful thing about this business. Okay, so anyway, what else? Does anybody have any questions? Oh, one of the things I was going to do. I'm all over the place.
Yes, you are.
This is just a little tip. This is an extra because it's $6.50. Justin Prince says, which I had never thought about doing this. He says to go back to a past post on social media that you had good interaction with. So like it can be months ago, and go back to that post where there was good interaction, and then post something on the bottom of that post. And it can be something like, you know, something about, well, the Easter bundle sold out, but it could be, who is that? Oh, Christine. Hey, Christine Wilson, you cutie. But it could be anything. It could be a call to action. It could be, but basically what he was saying was all those people in that post will get the notification, and it'll just like, they'll be drawn back to it. Make sure it's a decent, like a good post. You don't want it to be kind of a cruddy post, but take off your glasses. Oh, that was Bonnie. She was talking to you. You had your mini pearls going down here. Like down here. But anyway, I thought that was a really good idea. And like you could post something like the first 5 people to place an order are going to get a free gift from me, maybe a sample or whatever, something like that. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. So I am going to be going back through my posts tomorrow, actually. And I'm going to check it out and see if there's any that had some really good interaction, and I'm going to post something on it and see what happens. I mean, why not? Why not try it, right?
Yep, right.
So anyway,
what else?
Do y'all have any questions?
What did I forget?
I don't know. What did you forget?
Forgot something.
Good stuff. You're so sweet, Christine. Do y'all have any questions at all? Anything? We did good. It's almost 7:00. I will post this replay in the groups. So if you do want any of your team members to go back and watch it, they can. So, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. Yeah, we enjoy doing it. He looks like a wise man with his glasses like that. I know, right?
Yes.
I like them better when they're up on his head.
Up here?
Yeah, because your hair curls out, and I just think that's super cute.
What about this?
No, but put your glasses on.
What about this big old shiny bald spot right here?
Perfect. It's not a bald spot. It's always been. You've always had that. Yeah. See, I like that because you got this going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. See how it curls back here? Oops, back here. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. All right. Well, if that's it, we will go ahead and call it a night.
Okay. Goya.
You guys have a great March. And we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, have a great March and start doing some of those things.
They already do. These people are on it.
Well, good.
That's right. Okay. We'll see you guys.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.